very summer, flowy, beachy dress. This is very off the shoulder.
All right.
This is a very soft look, comes in 2 colors, the gauzy overalls. Great barefoot outfit with a little cropped top.
Very gold.
Very gold.
I was thinking of something just flowy and casual and light, and honestly just whatever's most comfortable for you. Between everything, I think I'm leaning towards, it was this with maybe another top under it or something, because I like the natural tones, I like the colors.
Yeah.
I think that would be my pick. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So your pick was super fast and efficient. You had a great idea and you just knew what you wanted. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, overall, I think what I would be going for is maybe not quite 80s volume, but just some extra dimension there.
Okay, so kind of puff it up a little bit.
Yeah. But if nothing else, pretty similar to what it is right now.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
We got it.
Actually just got an overcast and they're promising rain for a little while. I'm not sure if you're gonna catch that cloud or...
hopefully I can get away without it. I'm definitely gonna load the 800 speed film.
Yeah, I think that'd be a wise choice for you.
I was metering yesterday in the, when it was at its darkest, it would have been basically a 1/10 of a second at 400 2.8. So 800 2.8 20th, that probably still break it at tripod. I can handle.
That's basically what I was shooting at in Mont Tremblant last year.
Yeah, exactly.
1/8 of a second.
Part of Aidan's prep was to scout the location using a light meter. Now, this is not Aidan's light meter, this is Fabrice's, it's just for this Xplain moment. Because Aidan did not know the time slot that he was going to draw, he metered the darkest and the lightest parts of the house that he is planning to use for the shoot. This also helped him decide on the film speed he was going to use and whether or not he was going to use a tripod. Light is always changing in a natural light shoot. Be as prepared as you can be. Use a light meter.
Amazing.
I'll hang out with you for a bit there.
Perfect, appreciate it.
Wish you the best of luck, my man.
Thank you very much.
Tell me, how are you feeling? How are you feeling today?
I'm really excited. I mean, obviously the classic amount of nerves for something like this, but honestly, photography is sort of the opposite of that for me. It's something I really enjoy doing, and I'm just really looking forward to getting to spend this time taking some nice images. So my main camera for today is this Hasselblad H1. I collect a lot of film cameras, but this was the most practical on a number of levels. It's autofocus and auto exposure, which is already nice to have, but it does natively shoot 6:4:5. And since we're going for a 4:3 aspect ratio for the final result, this was my selection.
I like that. You thought all the way to the final print.
The other camera as a digital backup to this, I'm planning to shoot 2 rolls of 16 frames each year, so 32 frames, which leaves me with 4 frames for the Sony. These are a bit of just insurance. I know this camera, I know how it works, so I want to get a few extra frames on here just to be safe.
Wonderful, and that's a mirrorless camera. And
exactly, let's flip that screen in.
Flipped it, I love it. Show that to the camera again. Let's flip it, no peeking. I'm really excited to see, so let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. All right.
Hi, I'm Aidan Samuels. My specialty in photography is creative portraiture. I work with a lot of local musicians, artists, and other creatives to try to bring their work together with photography. I think around the end of high school, I was really getting into film and analog photography, and that's really where the passion picked up for it for me. I really enjoy film photography for the mechanical cameras, for the limited shots, for the look and feel of the images afterwards. It's its own thing, and all these things really come together to work for me. Overall, from the first walkthrough of that place, I was really excited for the light that was coming in. There were these big windows, but there was very soft light coming through them. So I think from the first moment I walked through there, I was really excited to find all these little corners with more and less light to play with. I think light is something that I find myself always looking for, whether intentionally or not. You can be walking around downtown and see a place where the sunlight's coming one direction and reflection from buildings coming from another and go, ooh, something's gotta happen here. So in general, I do go for shallow depth of field. That is part of many people's look, but I do find it works for me as well. For this shoot, I was sort of limited to shallow depth of field because I was wide open at 2.8 on that lens for the entire time. So I was sort of pushing the limits of what portrait shoots could be done in that environment with that lighting. I generally don't work with a tripod, especially not for portrait photography. I find I'm a lot more sort of free-flowing around space and finding new compositions when I don't have that. But I was at about 1/10 of a second for a lot of those shots on a tripod. So here's to hoping that the compositions I like best and the shots that are both in focus and sharp and steady line up. So,
Because I think I heard, was it like 15th of a second, or with
yeah.
a few of them that you had?
The lowest was about an 1/8.
An 1/8 of a second.
Average a 15th, or a couple pushed up to a 30th or 45th.
Here we go, Aidan Samuels. We are looking at your film shots first, so I'm going here.
Ooh, okay, these worked.
Oh my goodness.
I am happy with these. These turned out okay.
Well, we're happy with these. We've only seen the
I'm happy
first
with this.
one.
All right.
Beautiful too. You know, I know you were going for that kind of casual, comfortable look and the tones for the house, but you definitely nailed it here.
There is a really nice depth to the dynamic range here. I think the exposure came out really well on that Portra 800 in the end.
Aidan talks about dynamic range, and in a nutshell, what Aidan is referring to is the range of whites to blacks with detail, with nothing being blown out or blocked up. Are you ready for another?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Ooh,
and that's the one you were interested
yeah,
to
this is
see.
one of the ones I was curious to see how it turned out. That might be another answer I have to the question of what makes an Aidan portrait recognizable. I think is usually a very direct punch in on a model. It is a pretty invasive thing, especially if you're not a trained model, to have a camera shoved in your face and say, okay, do this, do this, do this. So some components of that are unavoidable. There's only so much you can alleviate that, but one of the best ones I've found I can do over time is time. You give someone time and space in an environment, they tend to relax in there a little bit more. So I think that's what we're seeing in the chair here. Yeah, I think what you're saying about who's the audience, normally for me, it's going to be 2 parts the client and 1 part myself. Okay. I think for this, because Sienna's going to have a ton of photos of herself from this day, it's mostly going to be for me. I think, honestly,
I agree.
I would rather put up an image that I was happy with than I thought the audience would like.
Approached this shoot with one final image in mind. Who was Aidan editing for? Well, Aidan was editing for the reveal audience. What was Aidan editing for? Aidan was editing for one final 44 by 60 inch fine art print. This is a real challenge, but in the real world, with real clients, there are so many other things to consider when editing. The final size of the print, the usage, the context. Does your client like it? But most importantly, do you like it? Because your name is on it. You have to like it.
Normally, I don't have to choose just one image. I'll choose my favorite 10 and I'll put one first.
Yes.
And I would put maybe those first 3 in a sequence. Maybe I choose one as the album cover for them. But it's rare that I have to choose one image and one image only that the intended audience sees. Yeah. So I think that makes this a unique challenge I don't think I've experienced before. Oh, thank you. Thank you for going through this journey with me. I appreciate it.
Isn't it a wonderful exercise?
Yeah.
We shot a little digital too, but is this a film? This is a film print? Yes.
This is a film print. And his composition is also very classical. Like he literally chopped the frame in half and he literally worked in planes. Right?
Yeah.
Like you really see her eyes first and then you travel up and then you go into infinity.
Yes.
And you know, I like the brown that he's used and you know, it echoes. It's really warm print. Absolutely. When I processed it with him, that's, you know, what he really liked. You know, his composition is almost to the grid, so perfect.
Yes.
You're looking for imperfections. You know, whether it's the cloth or whether it's just that, you know, curve and the pillows in the back.
Right.
You need some kind of lines that break, because, you know, really the composition sign is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Which
I
is
see that
great.
now. Yeah.
Right? He's such a passionate about his gear that, you know, it was all, and then at the end it's like one lens, one camera, one, you
Yeah,
know,
and
one
4
roll.
extra shots on a digital just in case.
Yeah.
When you are concentrating and using like one body, one lens, you really kind of get into it, right?
You get into it and you discover what the distance is between you and the subject matter.
Right.
And the distance to me is so important. You can think, oh, I'll use a wide angle or a telephoto, but really at the end of the day, it's the distance you want to be to the model.
Yes.
And it was an elegant choice,
Yes.
you know?